we will do some annuity method, present value of annuity. Earlier session we did sums on present value of a series of cash flow. But now if they give you annual cash flow, how to solve we will see. So the very first sum, find the compounded value of rupees 25,000 at 24% for 25 years invested at the end of each year. So every year we are investing 25,000 for 25 years. It's the same amount every year. So instead of doing it using tabular method, we can use annuity table and do it in one step. So future value is equals to, sorry, we are doing future value problems. We did future value of series of cash flow. Now we're doing annuity. Future value is equals to annuity into future value interest factor annuity at 24% for 25 years. Because I've given R as 24% and N as 25 years. So annuity value is 25,000 into, we have to check in the table 24% for 25 years. So we'll go to future value annuity table. This is normal future value interest factor table. So here is the future value annuity table. Now we need 24%. So here we are finishing at 13%. Next, if we go, you will get here 24% and for 25 years. So here is 25 years and 24%. So this is the value, the table value that you will be seeing, that is 898.092. So 898.092. If you multiply, you get 2 crore 24 lakh 52,300. So if you keep 25,000 every year for 25 years and the interest that you're getting is 24%, at the end of 25 years, you will get 2 crore 24 lakh 52,300. So this is how you have to see the annuity table. The next sum, find the compounded value. Compounded is nothing but the future value. Discounting if they use, we call it as present value. So find the compounded value of an annuity of rupees 15,000 at 15% for 15 years. So you get future value is equals to annuity into future value interest factor annuity at 15% for 15 years. So it's 15,000. Now we should check 15% for 15 years. So we go to the table value. This is the annuity table value. 15% for 15 years, you get 47.580. So 47.580. See here the table. I'm taking 15% going down up to 15 years. So this is 47.580. When you multiply 15,000 with 47.580, the table value, you get 7,13,700. So this is how you have to calculate annuity of a future value if annual cash flows are given. You can also do many other things with these. Like you can find the annuity value itself. So let's see how it is to be done. Suppose you want to visit moon after 5 years. So N is 5 years. The expected cost is 20 lakh. So after 5 years, you will need 20 lakh. So that's your future value. That means the answer is given here. Future value is 20 lakh. How much you should invest annually? So annuity is not given. If you see in the previous problem, they had said find the compounded value or future value of an annuity of 15,000. So annuity was given. We had to find the future value. Here they are telling you after 5 years you need 20 lakh. So 20 lakh is already the future value. We need to find how much we want to invest every year. So annuity we have to find. If the interest rate is compounded, interest rate compounded is 12%. So R is 12%. We'll use the same formula. Future value is equals to annuity into future value interest factor annuity at 12% for 15 years. Sorry, 5 years. This is 5 years. Okay. So 20 lakh is equals to, I know the future value, it is 20 lakh. So 20 lakh is equals to, I don't know the annuity. We'll see the future value interest factor annuity table at 12%. So at 12%, I want 5 years. So just go from here till the 5th year. At 12%, you get 6.353. So we take that 6.353 here. Now this is multiplication. If I take it that side, it will become division. So 20 lakh divided by 6.353. Annuity you will get 3,14,812. So that means every year you have to invest 3,14,812 rupees so that you can go and visit a moon after 5 years and you get 20 lakh rupees after 5 years. So this is another way to use the annuity uh, compounding. You can find how much every year you have to invest. If you need certain amount after certain years. Okay, so that can be an example. You want to do MBA after 5 years and you need 4 lakh rupees. So how much you should invest every year so that you can get that much money. So these are different examples that you can try on. The next problem or the next way of doing annuity, a firm has a retirement plan in which Mr. X can contribute rupees 10,000 per annum and the firm will contribute rupees 5,000 per annum. The firm guarantees 8% return on investment. Here this investment. Alternatively, Mr. X can contribute in an outside agency which will give 11% interest and Mr. X has to deposit rupees 10,000 per annum into retirement scheme. If Mr. X wants to retire after 25 years, which is the better option? So let's understand it one by one. A firm has a retirement plan in which Mr. X has to contribute 10,000. So 10,000 and the firm will contribute 5,000 per annum. So 10 plus 5 total is 15,000. 10,000 Mr. X will give, 5,000 the firm will give. So every year 15,000 will get contributed. The firm guarantees 8% return on investment. So R is 8% and Mr. X will retire after 25 years. So N is 25 years. So we'll find the future value of it first. How much Mr. X will get if he puts 10,000 and the firm puts 5,000. So future value is equals to 15,000 total into future value interest factor annuity at 8% for 25 years. So we have to go to the annuity table. At 8% we have to go till 25 years. So 8% 25 years you get 73.106. So 73.106 if you multiply you will get 10,96,590. So if Mr. X goes with the first plan where he will invest 10,000, firm will invest 5,000 and the firm will give him 8% return for 25 years, he will get 10,96,590. Now let's see what's the second plan. They have said alternatively, Mr. X can contribute in an outside agency which will give 11%. So now for the first plan, 8% was the interest, but if he contributes somewhere outside, he'll get 11% interest. And Mr. X has to deposit rupees 10,000 per annum into the retirement scheme. So as per the second plan, he has to deposit 10,000 per annum. Annuity is 10,000. R is 11% because now the new plan will give him 11% interest and N is 25 years. So we will check what will be the value if he does this with an outside agency. So future value is equals to annuity 10,000 into future value interest factor annuity at 11% for 25 years. So we go to the table value. 11% we have to check for 25 years. You get 114.413. So 114.413 if you multiply you get 11,44,130. Now if he invests with the firm he'll get 10,96,590. But if he says no to the firm and goes and invests in an outside agency the same 10,000, here also he was putting 10, firm was putting 5. So he can say no to this and he can put 10 in the outside agency. He will get 11,44,130 which is greater than that 10,96,590. The best option for Mr. X is to contribute in an outside agency as it is more profitable than option 1. So this is how you can use the annuity values and compare two things also, wherein you decide where Mr. X should invest in this option or that option. You can use annuity value to find the annuity, how much he should invest every year. You can use this formula to find if you invest so much every year, what will be its value in the future. So we have done 4 sums on annuity. We'll do some more in the coming classes. This last sum is on the series of cash flow, which I did in the previous class. I'm repeating it again so that you get some revision part of it done. Find the future value from the following information. Beginning of the year, 1, 2, 3, 4 are the years. These are the cash flows. So we'll find the future value. Now, beginning of the year, in the previous class, I had told you, if it is beginning of the year, you should start from N. N is 4 years here. So you start from 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if it is end of the year, you should start from N minus 1. So if it was end of the year, I would have done 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so it's beginning of the year, so we're starting from 4. So future value interest factor 12% for 4 years. Future value interest factor 12% for 3 years, 2 years and 1 year we have to find. Just see here in the previous sums that I did. Here when it was beginning of the year, we started with 8. 8 is years is the N value. So you start with the N value. Okay. And if it is end of the year, we do N minus 1. So here if you see, this problem is of end of the year. So N was 6 years and I have started with the value of 5 years. So N minus 1, 6 minus 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. So if they use the word end of the year, we will do N minus 1. And if they say beginning of the year, we will do N. So in this problem, it's beginning of the year. So we start with 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. So go to the normal future value table, not the annuity, because this is not annual cash flow. The same cash flow every year. This is the normal series of cash flow. So the rate is 12%. So 12% for 4 years. 1.574. So you can see a 1.574, then 1.405, 1.254, 1.254 and 1.120. So we have taken those table values here. Now multiply 2000 into 1.574, you get 3148. 8000 into 1.405, you get 11240. 3000 into 1.254, you get 3762. And 20,000 into 1.120, 22,400. When you add all this, you get the future value 40,500. So this is how you have to do the sums of future values when they give series of cash flow. And before this, I discussed when they give annuity, how you have to solve. We will do some more sums on this in the coming classes, and we will go to present value as well. Thank you.